structural damage, but I don't know that he'll be available. I don't know when he'll be available.
Seen a lot of pain. Was it swollen immediately, or?
He was smiling after the game, so that helped.
Right.
He wasn't writhing in, pain or anything, and he'd already iced it.
Okay.
I don't know. I really don't know. I don't talk to the hurt guys. I care, but.
Tim, with all the excitement after the Michigan State game, I guess just what was your take on the way your guys responded?
I thought they responded well. We started out the game on a 7-0 run. And then, of course, they made a 7-0 run, but then we came back with like an 8-0 run. And then we were able to build on that lead, and then get through some real major foul trouble and have a lead at halftime. And then I thought to build it up to 27 or whatever it was with 10, what was it? 8 minutes to go. That's pretty good. In the Big Ten, you don't do that to many opponents, especially a team that's won at Ohio State. They've won at some places. They're a capable team. So I was very proud of that. Now, you just kind of survived the last 8 minutes. I don't have anything to say about that.
The way you guys cracked down on Newbill and Frazier, I'm pretty happy with how that worked out.
Yeah, I thought our defensive, effort was really good for a long time. I think they were still in the high 20s, about midway through the second half in terms of field goal percentage. And again, that's excellent defense. And I just thought that, we did a nice job that way. And we couldn't, of course, we didn't sustain it for the game. We still held them to just under 35% from the field. And then, of course, made enough foul shots to be able to get it done.
Did Ty continue his defensive improvement tonight? And
Yeah, I thought Ty was good. I thought they were all good. I just didn't, the fouling, it was just one of those games. Everybody got testy and got a little chippy. And so, the refs are going to take control of the game, and as they should. But so it's hard to tell on some of the defensive errors. So I'll just have to see the film. What I'm saying is I didn't like all the fouling, but I thought we still played pretty good defense, which was evidenced by the field goal percentage.
Do you have any issue with the play on which Walter was injured? Is there any?
No, I didn't. I thought the kid was making a hustle play. I really did. I didn't think it was a mean-spirited or,
deliberate or anything?
Yeah, I would prefer he hadn't died, but I don't think it was
Okay.
That's a kid that just plays hard, so it didn't surprise me.
Did your team play significantly better defense since the last time you saw him? Does it change your defense?
Since the last time we saw Penn State? Yeah, I think we've improved. We played bigger. That's helped our length. And if you look at our last 5, 6, 7 games, I think we've improved our defense the most, and then just played good enough offense.
Right.
I think it's been like set the tone defensively. We've been a pretty good defensive rebounding team. I think we were 1 in the conference in defensive rebounding percentage in conference games, and then we're getting better and better at defensive field goal percentage. And then we just have played just enough offense. I don't like where we are offensively, but I think that's just part of the deal this year here.
Your lineup's bigger, defensively longer. Why else are you playing better since then?
Well, we threatened them. So, but I can't tell you with what or how. No, seriously, we were 0-4 in the league, and we're getting our butts kicked around, and we just kept getting more solid, and eventually, I think, started buying in to what we're about and what our identity has to be, defensively. And if you ask me what that is, I'll tell you that it's keep them out of the lane, defensive rebound, keep them out of transition, and contest shots late, contest outside shots late. And we've been fortunate to, go on a little run here.
How much does it help that your star player buys in, or it seems like he buys in?
Well, yeah, of course he buys. He's great. I gave him the biggest tongue lashing I have in a long time. He goes out and gets about 8 straight afterwards, and he won't look at me, and that's fine. I'm not looking at him either. Keep scoring, brother. That's Turan. He's the first guy. In the second half, he gets his whatever foul, and I go lean down to him, and I'm like, did you play off 1 feet or 2? And he goes, 1. And, he knows he made a mistake. He gets so upset with himself too, I think, But he's just highly competitive and about the team. And he's been our hardest worker. I mean, you can't compare him to many people when it comes to work ethic.
Siobhan was in foul trouble for most of that first half, didn't play a lot in the first half. Where do you find your offense?
At the free throw line. We go 21 for 23 at the line, and it kind of, spread out among a lot of different guys. Ty got a few. And so I thought that was important that, some different guys contributed. I think Dave made some in the first half. And so, when you are 21 for 23 at the foul line in the first half, you're thinking like, we're down the right path here. We must be doing something right on offense, because they weren't anywhere close to that. So we can say, whatever about the officiating, but we were obviously on the, right attack, and they foul. I mean, one of their things is they're very aggressive, and they're a team that fouls. And so you have to take advantage of that. We have 5 assists tonight, but we make 37 free throws. I can live with that.
In what ways has Benny's play the last few games helped out Ty, you think?
I think it's relieved him, like that he doesn't have to be the only, like when he comes to the bench, somebody's going to pick him up. Because I think Ty really cares about the team and wants the team to win, and that's, what he truly wants to happen. And so I think he's got a bit of a sense of relief. And also I think Benny's taught him some lessons on this is how it's done. And and it doesn't take a rocket science to figure out when Benny's lighting up the ball and we're raiding at the elbows, and all of a sudden that turns into a fast break, that's pretty good for our team. And if we can get transition offense, that's good stuff.
So more so on defense, you think he's showing
Yes.
the way? Ty? Okay.
How well do you think your guys avoided the noise with tonight's performance?
I thought fairly well. I mean, I don't think you build a 27-point lead on any Big Ten opponent without having tremendous focus and concentration on, the task at hand. So I was proud of them that way.
On the contrary, you talked a lot about the crowd. What do you think tonight?
But the crowd was good. Unfortunately, there were so many whistles. It's hard for them to really, get into it. And then the lead got so big, Had they been over in Omaha, they probably would have been out in the hallway.
I can resist.
Anything else